Ian Watkins has access to Twitter and SoundCloud. And it's basically, he's got access to social media and the internet. Which also, with the SoundCloud thing, means he has access to recording equipment. Lucky us. We are the luckiest society that Earth has ever seen. Alright, yeah. Ian Watkins. You know the guy. Guy from Lost Prophets. Who's currently in jail for 35 years for raping a 1-year-old baby. Man, that's pretty screwed up. A guy that you would much rather have Negan from The Walking Dead come to life, shout out little pig, let me in, and, shank him with Lucille or shove Lucille up his ass. Just for the lulz, considering he raped a 1-year-old for the lulz. Project is called L'Amour, La Morgue. They have a song up, 7 seconds in length. It's just some lady saying the name of the band with shitty industrial in the background. It's garbage. I mean, anything this guy's going to produce is going to be garbage. I don't care if the man were to produce symphonies that would be the like of a Beethoven, of Bach, of Wagner, Smetana. Doesn't matter. Anything that this guy produces will immediately be cast aside as complete and utter trash. Am I all that surprised that he has access to recording equipment? No, I'm actually not. That's the funny thing. Remember, we've had people in the past that have released albums from jail. Bart McTriniz is one of them. We've had people that have gotten plenty of inspiration while in jail. Randy Blythe comes to mind. He was, of course, falsely imprisoned, it was determined. Now, Tim Lembrestis, there's nothing there as far as I know, but he's kind of busy right now. He's worrying about his Greek god physique. We've seen rappers that have been able to drop mixtapes, this and that. There are privileges for good behavior. There are sometimes privileges that you get just based off of who you are. But I don't think that somebody who's in jail for 35 years for raping a 1-year-old really falls under the same precedent. I understand that murder is bad. Murder is wrong. It's not what we do. It's not how we make friends. The same could be said about raping a 1-year-old that is defenseless. But I actually find the second one to be a lot more despicable and deplorable because the child will now get to live the rest of their life with that memory in the back of their mind, even though they might be too young to remember it or understand it. They might wonder why they are this way or feel this way. Once they figure it out, once somebody decides to spill the beans, their life will never, ever be the same. And yet this guy has access to the things that made him a celebrity, that gave him the power, honestly, to transform lives for the positive, which he instead squandered and used to showcase the depths of depravity of some celebrities. I don't know about you, but if I'm in a band that's touring, even if we're not doing all that well of it as a group, maybe we just had one minor hit, number 79 on the Heat Seekers chart, and maybe we're in some financial dire straits, maybe we're not doing all that hot, my first thought is not going to be rape a baby. My first thought isn't going to be rape a 1-year-old baby with some chick. And I'll tell you, out of all the folks that I'd mentioned, Varg included, Ian does not deserve the same privileges at all. Does not deserve access to social media, which was not a thing whenever Varg was in prison, so recording equipment was honestly pretty safe. Charles Manson had access to recording software, he was able to record stuff. Charles Manson was able to write letters and everything. There's correspondence. There are certain things that you can do as part of your rights, but for Watkins, no. There are some things that I just don't tolerate, and that's one of them. I don't give a crap what his message is now. I don't care if his first album with Lamorgue is entitled Babies Are Our Friends. It'll be even more despicable if he did a cover of Love You to Death. It'd be despicable, the type of negative, to Paul Bearer, who did a great cover of it this year, and to the rest of us. I consider myself a pretty tolerant guy. I consider myself a pretty accepting person. There are some lines that, nope, this is one of them. I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about the fact Ian Watkins has access to this shit? Let me know.